This second of 2 audios is brought to you by BigAlBooks.com. Subscribe to our free tips, reports, and newsletters at BigAlBooks.com.
Was that easy? How many people can go home to your distributors and say, I just found out how we can get people to ask us for presentations anytime we want? What do you think they're thinking? How? Tell me more. And a few will say, you're nuts, because they have a little program in their subconscious mind saying, sabotage me whenever possible. But that's another story for another day. Have we mastered that 4-word sequence? Yes. You have a question on which of the 4 words? The question is, how can I say I just found out when I've been around for a while? How many people here have that question? How many people don't care? Let me give you 3 solutions. You could say, I found out. But that's pretty wimpy, and it doesn't command the subconscious mind very well. But you can say, I found out, if it makes you more comfortable. Number 2, is there something in your business you just found out? Like a new trip, new incentive, new bonus, new way of doing it. I just found out how I can get unlimited presentation. I just found out how you can be successful by using 4 words. There's lots of things we just found out, so pick one of those. Or you could use my strategy. Number 3, the third option you can use for that particular problem is, we are such a small speck in the existence of other people's lives. They barely remember our name, much less our last visit or what we said. I just say, I just found out, and I've never been busted in 37 years. You say, I just found out how you can get an extra paycheck every week. And they say, that would never happen to me because my life is so miserable. Then you can say, I just found out how people with miserable lives can earn a... Yeah, you could. Why not? Now, I just found out it was pretty easy, wasn't it? Do you all now believe that you can take control of somebody's brain with a simple 4-word sequence? There's 2-word sequences, 5 words, 9-word sequences. You can just freeze their brain any time you want and make them say whatever you want. It's really that easy. And you're thinking, well, 9 words, that might take a long time to learn, right, compared to 4. But you see, there's 2 types of people in the world. There are 2 types of people in the world. How many words would that be roughly? 9 words. Did you notice how quiet it got in here? Because when you said there's 2 types of people in the world, does it access the program called survival, which means it might have information for my survival? Does it access curiosity? Yeah. Do you think you have frozen their brain? Going to come to a screeching halt. They're going to forget whatever they're thinking about and totally focus on what you're about to say, simply because you said those 9 words. There's 2 types of people in the world. So everybody here, you may not believe me, so let's try it and see how it happens in real life. Grab the person right next to you and say there's 2 types of people in the world. Okay, how'd that go?
Very good.
What'd you notice? Was it easy to say? You all had notes, you read it, right? Was it easy to remember that you can memorize it over time? When you said 2 types of people in the world, was that kind of rejection-free to say that? Well, let me think. If you were the one listening, how'd you feel inside? You want to know, yeah, which am I? Which one am I? I got to know which type. And it's like a puppy dog on the screen door. Tell me now, tell me now, tell me now. We have to know. What you see is, these are little simple primitive ways of talking directly to the subconscious mind. And do you think that people that know how to do this can do their business in seconds and minutes a day instead of hours a day? Because it's not hard work that's going to make the difference. How many people here have worked hard and got no results? So you have proven hard work has nothing to do with it, right? So have I. You know, we'd all like to work hard doing what we know how to do, and work hard doing what we like to do, and magically wish for a check, but it doesn't work that way. It's a matter of skills of learning what to do. Now, the folks here today, you're probably pretty special, because you have a bunch of distributors at home. They have made a decision to delay learning the skills, haven't they? They're going to put it off as long as they possibly can. They're not going to go to your meetings, not going to go to your conference calls, not going to go to your trainings or convention, right? They have made a decision to put off training as long as they possibly can, to put off learning the skills. And what's going to happen is a couple of years from now, they're going to realize the mistake they made. And they're going to be upset about all the bonus checks they missed that you got, and they're going to be all upset about all the time they missed with their family. And who are they going to blame? You! It's never their fault. That's why we have lawyers in America, to find somebody to fault, not us. Yeah. So they're going to come and blame you. So when you get home, could you do me just one little favor? When you get home, when you come up to one of your distributors, say, if you're going to do this for a living, just as a living, not as a hobby, but as a living, learn the skills. Learn how to do it. Right? Don't delay it anymore. Just learn how to do it. And that way, 2 years from now, when they didn't do anything, they made the conscious decision to put it off. Well, 2 years from now, when they come back, you say, well, it's all your fault. You say, no, told you so. And you're off the hook. You're not the bad guy. So can you all do that? Let them know that they could if they want, but it's up to them. You're not responsible for their choices, are you? No, you're not responsible for the wife they chose or husband they chose. You're not responsible to decide to do the business as a business or not. So, 2 types of people in the world. So what do you think we could do? Could we put some words in their necks that would go directly inside their mind that they'd actually accept and believe because they're looking forward to it? So how about this? Let's start messing with people a little bit. Oh, I could be cruel. But we'll do something real simple. There's 2 types of people in the world. Those that struggle to lose weight, always exercising and eating funny foods, and those that know how to lose it easily, the new way. But isn't that more powerful than we have a secret ingredient discovered underneath a rock in China at midnight by leprechauns, and we have the research report here, and we have this one, 14 points in the body. There's a difference, is there? This is why people who don't work hard make huge checks. They simply say the right sequence of words, because it's not hard work. Do you think, how many people here know somebody making 100 times more than you? Do you think they work 100 times harder? I don't think so. Oh, they don't have 24 hours a day. They have 2,400 hours a day. I don't think so. You think maybe they might be saying something different? Do you think Tim Rose back there says something different? Instead of his new distributor comes up there and says, oh, everybody I talk to is so negative. Nobody in Tyler, Texas wants opportunity. Nobody ever. They don't. Tim just says something different to people. He just says things like, I just found out there's 2 types of people in the world, and people respond quickly. It's over within a couple seconds. So let's try this. There's 2 types of people in the world. Those that are constantly ripped off month after month after month by their utility bill company, and those that know how to get an instant discount by filling out a simple 1-page form. What chance does the prospect have? It's getting pretty slim, isn't it? And you haven't even given a presentation, but you're almost over. But there's 2 types of people in the world. Those that commute to work down 75, fighting traffic. And those that know how to get a 25% raise by staying home. I'm just taking a wild guess. So what do you think the next sentence would be from the prospect? How? But you can mess with your distributors too. There's 2 types of distributors in the world. Those that come to the company convention and make the big checks. And those that stay at home wondering why they never get paid. There's 2 types of people in the world. Those that save up all year for their holiday and vacation so they can stay at their in-laws for 2 weeks. And those that know how to take a 5-star holiday for the price of a Holiday Inn. But you have some worthless brother-in-laws you like to mess with, right? So why not say there's 2 types of people in the world? Those that are open-minded, looking for opportunity. Those that are open-minded, looking for opportunity. And those that are closed-minded, willing to take whatever crumbs the boss will give them. Do you think that might make it a little bit easier to talk to somebody? There's 2 types of people in the world. Those that can figure out how to do this, and those that have to copy their neighbors. Because we're going to ask you to start making up one of your own. Now, you might be thinking at the moment, wait a minute, this might be hard. Do I put the good thing first and the bad thing second? Bad thing first, making both bad, both good. What do I do? It doesn't matter. You have frozen their brain, haven't you? You can say anything you want. It doesn't. I mean, you could even say this. There's 3 types of people in the world. Those that can count and those that can't. They're going to listen to you. You've frozen their brain, haven't you? So I'm going to ask you to make up one for your product, service, or opportunity, simply by saying there's 2 types of people, which, freezes their brain, makes them forget what they're thinking about, totally focus on what you're about to say next, like a puppy dog on a screen door. So you get that information inside their head so they can get their head around it. So let's take a moment here. Let's all write down 2 types of people in the world. If you can't think of one, there are 2 types of people in the world. Those who can write it down themselves and those that copy their neighbors. Y'all got one?
Yep.
All right. Let's just try this out to see how you feel. Now, you're probably pretty sick of your partner already. So what I'm going to ask you to do is just turn around and talk to the person behind you. Except if we did that, we'd all be facing the wrong way. So if you happen to be in the front row, if you turn around and talk to row number 2, if you're in the 3rd row, you know who you are? You turn around and talk to row 4. Row 5, raise your hand. Turn around to row 6 and fake it after that. Everybody ready? Say there's 2 types of people in the world. Let's begin. Was that easy? Excellent. Are the wheels start to turn? Now, these are all works in progress, right? You know, the ones I happen to give you, maybe I'd practiced before. But you get an idea, and every week you say, well, how can I make it shorter, or how can I use better words, or you keep touching up, and after a week or 2, they're so polished that, wow, the prospects don't have a chance. You almost feel sorry for them, and your subconscious brings a tear to your eye. Does it make a difference if I put the positive or negative first?
I think you just told it.
Yeah, it's just kind of, their brain is froze. You could put almost anything in there if you wanted to. I wouldn't worry too much about it. The important part is if you freeze their brain, they can finally listen to you. That's all. Do you ask a question at the end, which are you? Well, the subconscious mind has already asked that question, so it's automatic. Right. But you may be talking to somebody who's a bit dim. All right? But it should be automatic, but we do realize some people drink. Isn't it interesting that we can do this to people and they don't even put up a fight? They say, here's my mind, just pour anything in it you want. That's all automatic, I'll accept it just because you said those 9 words, or those 4 words, or those 2 words, or those 5 words. You have the control of getting your information inside, so don't blame these stupid, idiot, loser people because they made a decision to say no because they didn't believe anything you said. It's up to you to say it in a way that they believe it, isn't it? So let's take this up on steroids real quick. We only have a little bit of time this morning. Would you like to take it up just a little bit on steroids and maybe learn one little more combination of words just to see how easy it is? All right, so as you learn more skills, as you learn more sequences of words, you can start taking it out of these little primitive modes and start moving it up where you can access more programs in your subconscious mind. So if you'd like to access a couple more programs, we don't have time to explain them this morning, but could you just sit back and enjoy and see if this does something different inside your head? Okay with that? This is why one person makes a fortune 100 times more than the rest and the other person starves. Who sells skincare here? You sell some skincare? Is it good skincare? Is it expensive? Is it more than $1? Varying prices from high to higher. So let's say I sign up as a rep for your business. I go down the street and I say this, I get some presentations. I end up talking to 100 ladies. And to 100 ladies, I say this. We have this fantastic dynamite skincare. It's patented. And nobody else has a patent. It was endorsed by a doctor. Nobody ever thought of that before. And we have a celebrity endorser that says all these really good things because we gave him money to say about these good things. And it goes 1,700 layers of the skin deep. And it forms a special matrix with really huge words. And we have testimonials over here and pictures over here. And this is the finest thing ever in the history of mankind. It's a medical breakthrough. It's nothing like it. Every other skincare is just total crap. And ours is just like the very, very best. And this is awesome, awesome, awesome. And how much overpriced skincare goop am I going to sell? Now, did I talk to the subconscious or I talk to the P? And maybe even showed them a chart. I I am going to report back to my sponsors here that nobody wants this overpriced skincare goop. Everybody has a sister that sells another brand, and if the company just lower the price by 98%, then we might have a chance, and blah, 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 blah. Could you see where I'm coming from?
Yes.
And let's put some of this on your face. All right. All right. I don't know. But, yeah, that could help, yeah.
That's a demonstration.
I'm not a very good skincare person, I'm sorry. But it looks that way too. You know, you put a demonstration in too, yeah. But here's a good point. What if you demonstrated it? Could you demonstrate it to the conscious and to the subconscious mind? How many people here have ever done a demo to the conscious mind and didn't get a good result? But if you could learn a demo to the subconscious mind by accessing what they like, it'd probably be better results. Good point. Here I am, broke. My sponsors here, they're a highly trained graduate of a Live Big Al workshop. Highly trained. They say, we're just going to go mess with their subconscious mind. And we're going to sell this overpriced skincare goop by simply saying this. So the 100 ladies they say, or they talk to, here's what they say. You know, there's two types of people in the world. Those that know how to keep their skin looking young forever, and those that are wrinkling as we speak. Did y'all feel something different happen inside your head?
Right.
Was it taking it up another level? And I can't explain the program right now, but could you feel something different?
Yes.
And are they going to sell more overpriced skincare goop than me?
Yes.
Yeah. And let me ask the ladies, did the price objection just go away?
Yes.
The price objection went away. Interesting. Oh, but it gets better because of the way we use this. If they don't buy, it'll simply eat out the inside of their brain until they do. Because the next morning when the lady looks in the mirror, what's the first sequence of words that comes past her mind? I am wrinkling as we speak. But you know what's going to happen the next morning? Yeah, same thing. So it's going to eat out the inside of her brain until she buys the overpriced skincare goop.
She's going to go back.
Interesting. So who's going to make more money? Maybe they make 100 times more, right? And all they did, please observe, did they change the arrangement of the things they wanted on their goal board?
No.
Did they chant affirmations in a higher octave?
No.
Did they visualize goop?
No.
Were they just more positive that morning? What changed? Yeah, they simply changed a different sequence of words. And can you all do that? When you leave here today, if you change your sequence of words and start learning these hundreds of sequences, and so far we've learned, I just found out one, right? And we've learned the two. There's two types of people in the world, right? Just start learning some of these. Do you think your life will never be the same? But maybe you don't sell skincare goop. Maybe you sell, let's say something really boring. Antioxidants. For all you nutrition people. How many people here sell some sort of nutritional antioxidant therapy? I go out there and I say, we have this magical antioxidant spatial molecule that has the intelligence and matrix in it, and it ranks 16 zillion on the Zorax scale, and it's been known to, it kills cancer cells, cold cells, flu cells. Your children, they'll always come back from school and never be sick again. It gives you, blah, 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 blah. And how much antioxidants am I going to sell? So if I talk to 100 folks, most of them are going to say, I had my antioxidant quota already today. I had a grape. All right, now. All right, it was a raisin. The pros, graduate of Live Big Al workshop, highly trained in these principles and skills. So understanding the magic sequence of words simply will say this. They're just going to take it up a level, add a little bit more skill to it, and they're going to say, oh, by the way, this is politically incorrect, possibly, but please do not judge it on its political incorrectness or sensitivity quotient. I just want you to notice if it does something inside your brain. So you might be cautious where you use it, stuff like that. These folks back there, they simply go to the same folks and they say, there's two types of people in the world. Those that take antioxidants now and those that take chemotherapy later. do something different inside your head? Now, I didn't say you wouldn't use it in the cancer ward or anything else, right? And somebody just lost a loved one. I'd say don't judge on its political correctness. I just want you to see by learning a little bit more and a little bit more, you can start taking this up on steroids. And this is why some people make 100 times more than the others. But maybe you don't sell antioxidants. So all right, y'all have a business opportunity you can sell? Because there's something for everybody, all right? So for a business opportunity, here's what I'm going to say. I'm your brand new distributor, so I go out and I say, I have this is hot, a ground floor opportunity.
There you go.
With a leading company in the blah, blah, blah field, and all these magazines over here, and the company founder does this, and this is a chance of a lifetime, and you want to have a plan B, and this is all awesome, and we're the best, and everybody else is terrible, blah, 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 blah. All right. And nobody comes to the opportunity, right? But you, I'll highly trained graduate of Big Al Workshop, highly trained these principles and skills. You simply say, there are two types of people in the world. Those that know how to stay home and make all the money they want, and those that have to commute down Highway 75 to work every day to a job they hate and buying chapstick by the case because they have a full-time job kissing their bosses behind. Who might be more effective on this one? Do you see where we could go? How many people here have some whiners that hang around you and whine? Yeah. These are like the most excellent prospects in the world. Now, if you don't have skills, you're going to say, oh, these are terrible people. I'm around all these negative people. Nobody wants opportunity. Everybody knows you're so negative. That just means you don't have skills.
Thank you.
But if you do have skills, you'll absolutely seek out and look for negative people everywhere you go. They are the hottest, best prospects. If you don't know that, it's just because you don't have skills in that area. But the skill would be, we're going to take icebreaker. Icebreaker is skill number 3. There's about 100 different types of icebreakers. We're going to use icebreaker number 2 to solve your problem here, sir. And so somebody comes up to you. Well, for everybody here, let me just give you a little homework assignment. When you leave here, to make icebreaker number 2, all you have to do is locate large groups of negative people. How many people here can locate large groups of negative people? All right. In Houston, we call these groups family and friends. If you would like to locate large groups of negative people, what you do next is you stand next to them, listen to them whinge, whine, moan, and complain. And when they finally take a breath, you're going to say this exact sequence of words. Would you like to do something about it? Or a more polite version would be, have you ever considered doing something about it? Like to your mom. So let me show you how it works in real life. You're next to somebody and they whine. You say, would you like to do something about it? What are the 2 possible answers? Yes or no. If they say yes, and this is huge, they don't need to do something about it, they want. Is there a huge difference between needs and want? You can only deal with people that want, not need. So if you ask them if they want to do something about it, and they say yes, cha-ching, you are done. Tell them to hold the pen, just wiggle the application underneath. Take their money, get them a product, something like that. You are done. But what's the other possible answer? No, right? Now, the reason people say no, and this is only a theory, the reason they choose the word no, in my opinion, is because they mean no. That's why they chose the word. Or else they would have chosen a different word. So no means no. Leave them alone. No does not mean harass me for 62 more weeks. No does not mean I need to watch a whole bunch of audios or videos or something like that. No means no. Is we all okay with that? All right. The problem is they never tell you no. They're always going to tell you no in secret code. And unless you pick up secret code, you're going to be talking to peas for the rest of your life, not understanding they've already told you no. Do y'all understand secret code? Let me give you an example of secret code real quick so you don't get yourselves in trouble. If you come to my house for dinner, you walk up to my house, it's painted bright purple, even the windows. I'm standing in front and say, hey, how do you like my house? And you're thinking, whoa. He hasn't fed me yet, though. So you're going to say something like, it's interesting, colorful, unique. And this is all secret code for, I want to throw up. Do you understand secret code? So people have been telling you secret code all along. You haven't picked up on it. You're going to end up talking with a bunch of useless peas. Secret code is, let me give you for your business a couple of quick examples. And when they give you secret code for no, no means no. What you say next is very important, sir. What you say next is, after they say no, you say, and what else bothers you? And they say, let me tell you about the pothole, blah, blah, blah. You grab a coworker, put them in front of you, and slowly slip away. Now let me show you how this works. Who sells these antioxidants? So you go home tonight and your aunt's waiting for you at the house, and your aunt says, oh, my ankles hurt, my knees hurt, my hips hurt, my shoulders hurt, my neck hurts, I have migraine, headaches, acid reflux, that's a disease now, you know. I have 5 known diseases, 4 unknown diseases, 3 diseases I haven't even discovered yet. And when she finally takes a breath, what are you going to say? Would you like to do something about it? And she says, yes. Cha-ching, you are done. Take her money and get her some antioxidants, okay? But what's the other possible answer? No. But she'll never tell you no. She's only going to tell you in secret code. Are you ready? Let's see if you can translate secret code for no. Would you like to do something about it, Auntie? Oh, I'm under doctor's care. That means no, leave her alone. Put your worthless brother-in-law in front of you and slowly slip away. And you look at it, you know, have you ever mentioned you had antioxidants? No. You never mentioned a company or anything. It's rejection-free. But maybe you say, Andy, would you like to do something about it? She says, well, my children visit me more when I pretend to be sick. That means no, leave her alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, I'm allergic to everything. That means no. Would you like to do something? Well, my mother died young, my grandmother died young, I want to die young just like them. That means no, leave her alone. Would you like to do something about it? Nothing works for me. I'm a professional loser. Okay, got it. Would you like to do something about it? Well, I can't swallow pills or liquids. All right, who are the skincare people? You go home and your aunt's waiting for you, and your aunt is saying, oh, my skin is so oily, I have an oily spot right in the middle of the forehead here, I have mixed skin over here, I have dry skin so dry it's a little flaky all over, I sit in the couch, it looks like a snowstorm in Rhode Island, it makes my dog getting sick to this, and I have wrinkles so deep I can store food in them. And when your aunt finally takes a breath, what are you going to say? Would you like to do something about it? And she says, yes, cha-ching, take her money and get her some skincare goop. Right? And if she says no, she's only going to tell you no in secret code. So you say, Andy, would you like to do something about it? Well, I'm allergic to everything. That means no. Would you like to do something about it? Well, my sister-in-law sells such and such and such. That means no. Leave her alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, that oily spot in the middle of my forehead makes my hat slip on so much better. That means no. Leave her alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, that snowstorm reminds me when I was a kid at Christmas. That means no. Leave her alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, I get hungry at night when I watch TV and having food stored in the wrinkles helps. That means no. Leave her alone. And then you got to say what else bothers you. Put a relative in front of you and slowly slip away. You guys are all at the coffee machine on Monday morning. The person next to you says, my car broke down on the way to work. I don't have money to fix it. I'm behind on the MasterCard, Visa, Discover, and American Express. I'm 2 mortgage payments behind. And, even car payment behind. I didn't have money for a vacation or holiday this year. The boss won't give me a raise. And when they finally take a breath, what are you going to say? Would you like to do something about it? And if he says yes, cha-ching, you're done. And when he says no, it's always going to be in secret code. So you say, would you like to do something about it? He says, don't bother me. I'm only 44 years away from retirement. That means no. Leave him alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, I'm busy. Just bought a stray cat. Got to go home and pet it. That means no. Leave him alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, it's a pyramid. The pointy little top will hurt your hand. That means no. Leave him alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, my father died broke. My grandfather died broke. I would die broke just like them. That means no. Leave him alone. Would you like to do something about it? Well, I'm not a salesman. I don't know anybody. Don't even know you. Back away. That means no. Leave him alone. Grab a coworker, put them in front of you, and slowly slip away. Answer the question? So for all the negative people, if you start saying, would you like to do something about it, after a month or two, all your relatives are going to be saying, don't tell him a problem, he's only going to ask you if he's going to do something about it. But when you leave here today, you're going to look for some whiners, aren't you? We're all going to look for some negative people. How many people here get excited about negative people now? Because you can quickly prospect them in just a few words with no chance of rejection. Just a few words. You'll instantly know if they are not a prospect or if they are somebody that wants, not needs, but wants to do something about it. Is that huge? And if you deal with people that want, skill number one, that's huge. For those of you that leave here today, you're thinking that would only work in Houston because people in Houston are so negative. People here in Dallas are all positive. They're never negative. I mean, when you're at work at the coffee machine, people are saying this, oh, look at my paycheck. They've overpaid me again. My children are perfect, never any traffic. When I go to work, my sports team always wins. My favorite brand of beer is always on sale. So here in Dallas, we can never use it because people are so positive. So in that case, you're going to have to use icebreaker number 3, which is you're going to have to induce negativity. Now, and Lady Mamie, we know how to induce negativity instantly on demand, and y'all can do it. It's a simple sequence of... Now, why are you not inducing negativity right now? We don't... some are already negative, and the rest, we just don't know the words. Wouldn't it be a good time to learn the words? All right. So you can manipulate and control anybody's mind, make him negative instantly on demand with a simple sequence of words. Would you like the sequence? Okay. What are, that's W-H-A-T, what are your 2 biggest, then leave a blank space and put in the word problems. And their subconscious mind will pour out more than 2, trust me. Because they got them by the gross. So you simply say to somebody, so what are your 2 biggest problems? Let me give you an example of how that will work. So you might say to your auntie, your auntie comes home, oh, the birthday party was nice, and the balloons were perfect. So auntie, what are your 2 biggest skin care problems? Oh, man, I have a little spot right in the middle of my forehead. I have a wrinkle so deep I can store food in them. I have flaky skin over here, blah, blah, blah. And when she finally takes a breath, what are you going to say? And she says, yes. Cha-ching. And if she says no in secret code, you say, and what else bothers you? This is not hard, is it? So you come home from work, you're with this brother-in-law there, you might say, what are your 2 biggest career problems? Career? I don't have a career. The boss hates my guts. You know, I had to work overtime 3 days last week, do stupid spreadsheet reports that nobody reads. I missed my daughter's violin concert, and the person next to me clips their toenails at work. I hate this. And what are you going to say next? Would you? Something about it. This is how you do it in seconds a day versus minutes and hours a day. You can make people anywhere, anytime, instantly negative on demand. You leave here for lunch, you say to the waitress, what are the 2 biggest problems with working Saturdays? Oh, man, my kids are home from school, and all the parties are at that time, and I miss that also, and I'm on my feet all day, it just really hurts, and I got to be serving drunks like you. Man, it's just two's enough. And what are you going to say next? Would you? Do something about it. That's not hard. Or at the convenience store, what's the 2 biggest problems working here evenings protecting somebody else's money? Oh, that was cruel. Might want to reword that one. That's too reality, wasn't it? But you can do this anywhere by asking people simple questions. So you come to a web page and it's said at the top, there are 2 types of people in the world, ... Are you going to scroll down? Or how about the subject line of your email? But I'm going to ask you right now to grab the person next to you, somebody whinge, whine, moan, and complain, and when they take a breath, I just want you to say, would you like to do something about it, just to see how it feels. Are you all ready? Grab somebody and see if you at least practice, see if you can whine and whinge. Everybody ready? Grab the person next to you. Would like to do something about it. Everybody have a good time this morning? Yes. How many people are glad you came here today? Yes. How many people feel a little bit sorry for the people that didn't come here today? What are we going to do to them? Manipulate them, yeah. But it give you a little sample to let you know that we're all talking to the P. Normally, we got to stop doing that. It's just not the way to go. Now, this afternoon, how many people here would like to take it up a level? I'd like you to remember one thing, though. When you're in a movie and you cry, please remember that your conscious mind, the highly intelligent one that you think is controlling your life, ain't. And that means when you're with the prospect, you're talking to the P, it's not controlling their life. And that's why you hit your head on the wall saying, what's wrong with these people? Why do they make stupid decisions that would harm them? Because it's the subconscious making that decision. And you can control that in people with sequences of words. You know this to be true because remember, may I help you? Oh no, I'm just looking. You know this to be true, you just haven't applied it. That sales presentation book has anything to do with your success, man, you are out to lunch. Of course, you will be shortly, but it's not the way it works. I really appreciate everybody coming out this morning because there's other things you could have been doing today, correct?
Yes.
But I hope you get a breakthrough today that will change your life and your business forever. Because you made the sacrifice to come here today. If the only thing you take home is maybe just one or two sequences of words like I just found out, well, then you quickly realize there's only two types of people in the world. This is too easy, isn't it? But here's what's cool. Your prospects will never know this. You could say there's two types of people in the world every day for 365 days in a row, and every time your prospect will do this. Huh? Because they're on autopilot. And they will accept the information in their brain so they have something good to make a decision with.
This is the end of Audio 2. Make sure to let all your networking friends know they can enjoy all the free tips, reports, and newsletters at BigAlBooks.com.